it's such a special thing to try to be the best you can be in something while your life is like pulling against you in some kind of way. I know I will go up on the stage against 20, 25, 30, 35-year-old guys that don't have responsibilities in the same way I have. I'm 43 years old. I'm 42 now, 43 this year. I have 6 kids. And like today, one of the kids are sick. Our 6-month-old daughter had some kind of flu, so she had high fever tonight, and I was up between 3:15 to 5:15 sitting with her in the couch, and then I went to bed, and then I was up with our 3-year-old at 7:15. So I had 2 hours in the bed between then, and I can't lay down after that and rest, because the kids are at school and they will be home at 2, and we need to get this done before they get home. So we just need to do everything every single day, no matter what the preconditions are. And that's really special, because I want to bring the best I can to the stage. I don't want to make a fool out of myself. So one part of me will want to make this the most important thing in the world. But I know for a fact that my family is more important than this competition, and I'm torn between those two things. So that is a fight I have in my head all the time. Like, I want to be the best I can be, but I must understand that I will need to be the best I can be with the preconditions, and while being the best father and the best husband I can be, and make everything like work together in some kind of way. And that is challenging. That is a every single day fight in my head to do the right thing. Tonight, the right thing was to sit with my daughter in the couch for 2 hours. My wife was taking all the other hours, so it was not like I do everything. I took 2 hours in the couch, and she took before that and after that. But it's still something that I know for a fact that most people on the stage will not do that. They will not take 2 hours in the middle of the night. They will sleep and only focusing on themselves, making the perfect schedule, train whenever they want to train, eat whenever they want to eat. And my life doesn't look like that. But I will do everything I can every single day, and hopefully I will take it to the stage, and hopefully I will win. It's showtime, like the great Bruce Bufferwood had said. Today I'm gonna do some shoulders and some chest. I will do chest and arms every single session from now on, because those are my weakest body parts. And now I have started to lose some weight. What happens is my legs get better every single day. I don't lose any mass, they just get harder and more separations, more details. But I lose all my volume in my chest and my arms, which is my worst body part. And I will see if I can bring them up. It's like 9.5 weeks left to the competition. So from now on, I talked to a friend I guess 1 hour ago, and we talked about how to approach this problem that occurs. And he was like, just pound them every single session, get as much nutrients, get as much blood into them as possible. So that is what I will do. So today is shoulder day, but I will also add some chest after my shoulders. And Yeah, I've been dieting now for about 2 weeks. I've lost like 9 pounds, 4 kilos. Better separation in the legs, more details in my abs, a little bit more details in my shoulder, but just losing some volume in my arms and chest, which is not something I like, and I will see what we can do to avoid that, and maybe, if it's possible, even grow into the show. Hopefully we can do this. Yeah, what do you say, darling? What do you want me to say?
I would like you to say, if you are not a subscriber, subscribe now.
Subscribe now, like, comment, support me by giving me as much interaction as possible. And if you haven't done it already, buy my book. Always let me know what you want to see more of. I will always try to give you what you want, so let me know in the comment section. And if you have any questions, just reach out. We will take it up on the next episode. Yeah, I will just go in today, and I approach every single session in the same way right now. I want this to be the best session I have ever done. Hopefully I have like 5-6 weeks left where my performance in the training would just go up. Yeah, and let's get to it. Time for the first set. Shoulder presses with Paraforce Generation 2 dark gray band. This one is a beast, totally different from Generation 1 and from the latex bands. I love this, but it's really, what do you say? It takes you back on earth. I don't know a better way to say it. With the other bands, I did like the black band plus the light gray plus the white, and now I can only do dark gray. So it is what it is. I will just try to bring it, do as many reps as I can with a good form, while not waking my daughter up because she is sleeping over there. So we will see how that goes. It was a decent set. A little bit imbalances between my shoulders. I think I can do the black band. I will not try that today, not after this, but next week I will try the black band, because I know that overhead press is one of the exercises where I have a really hard time adding reps, but I can add tension. And usually when I can do around 5 to 7 reps on one tension, I can do 1 or 2 on the next, and now I did, I think, 10. This was before. Those new bands are a bit different. They are so much heavier, so the jump between the bands can be too much. But I will try the black band next week, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so that is not, and that is not the normal X3 standard protocol where you want to do between 15 to 40 reps. I don't believe in that. I try to go up in tension as soon as I can after I have reached, or when I can do more than 40 seconds time under tension. So when the set is longer than 40 seconds, that is the key for me. And I want to move up in tension as fast as I can, as soon as I can do more than 40 reps on the next tension.
Why?
Because I believe that you need to move more tension, become stronger if you want to build muscle mass. After a while, you are not working your muscle, you are not stretching your muscles enough for your body to feel that it needs to grow. So I also believe that if the set is too long, like over 2 minutes, it's hard to keep focus all the time. And if you lose focus, you lose form, you lose that mind-muscle connection, and that is a big deal if you want to build muscle mass. So that is why I try to move up in tension as soon as I can do 40-second sets or more. And as you can see, I didn't really manage to not wake Johanna up, so she will be joining us for the rest of the session.
Yeah.
Oh! So that was the second set. I think I did like five or six reps plus some partials. And I just got an idea. Normally I just do 2 sets. I will do a third set today. And I will do that with a black latex band. Just to show you the difference between the different bands. And the latex black band is harder than the Generation 1 Paraforce black band. And I will show you as a third set, after I've done 2 sets with the dark gray Paraforce Generation 2, I will show you how many I can do with the original latex black band, to show you the difference between the bands. You saw how easy that first rep was. It just flew up, and that was the third set. So on the first set with the dark gray Generation 2, I did 9 reps. The second set I did 5 reps, and now the third set with the black I did 11. That is how big difference it is on the new Generation 2 compared to the original bands. Superman.
Wow.
Woo. Okay, time for the second exercise, and I go with the upright row. I use the 34-inch band, so I get a longer range with tension. If you want to build muscle mass, find a setup where you can get as long range with tension as possible. You will not get better results by doing just extreme partures in the lengthened position, but as long range with tension as possible is probably, if we look at both studies and what we can see from a real life experience, the best way to go if you want to build muscle mass. So as you can see, I don't go that high in reps, but what I try to do is I try to have a really big focus in each and every repetition. And in the upright row, it's one of those exercises where I try to like pull through the sticking point. So if this is as high up as I can go, when I come here, I continue to pull for like a second or something and try to produce enough force to go even higher. That gives me a much deeper, I'm fatiguing the muscle much deeper. I get a much deeper contraction in the muscle by trying to go through. I try to explain that to people, like when you are playing football or something and you want to tackle someone, you are not aiming on tackle him, you are aiming to tackle through him. And the same goes with the sticking point. I'm not moving up to the sticking point. I'm trying to push through the sticking point. When you tackle, you stop probably really close to it because it's a really big guy standing there, which you tackle. And when you come to the sticking point, you will probably get stuck there and maybe move it a little bit up for each and every single session. And you learn how to produce that power that you need to move it higher. And over time, you can increase tension instead and try to move that up. So, in a lot of exercises, I try to go through the sticking point and generate more force to get a deeper contraction. So this is the third exercise, and I choose to do some band laterals. I don't believe it's the best mass builder. In the off season I didn't do them. I stuck with the overhead press and upright row, tried to progress in strength. Now I added those. Why? Because they look really cool on film, because it looked like I'm a superhero and trying to like tear a car apart or something. And afterwards I have a really good pump, so I can go and look me in the mirror and look at my shoulders and say, damn, those shoulders look great. That is why I do them. My wife is just smiling. I don't she really believes that I'm 42 years old.
No.
But what she doesn't understand is that I am like every single male out there. I'm just a big boy that for some reason have a lot of kids that I'm trying to teach something, but I'm basically just one of them and just want to be a superhero and play around.
Yeah, so I got 7 kids.
So a little bit of rear delts. 2 sets. This is only warm up. And when I warm up or I do a feeling set, it's more about finding the right execution for the day and just find where I can work my rear delts in a good way, get some blood into them, and see which angles I want to use to get the best contraction. Yeah. Can you see some pump in the rear delts?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm just trying to find how to execute them and see if I can get the pump higher up on the chest. A really weak point for me, upper chest, inner chest. I need to bring that up. Have never really got any contact with my chest, so I get it better now than I ever done before, but I still have a really hard time build that upper part, so we'll try to figuring that out. A little bit heavy as a third exercise, or as a like fifth exercise off the shoulders. So I will move down to see if I can control the motion a little bit better and see if I can work the angles and try to find a different angle for me instead of just my strongest angle. Find an angle where I can hit my upper chest better. Also, not that many reps, but it felt really good and I felt it in my chest. Really easy compared to when I trained chest heavy. But I think this is a good approach to just work different angles and try to get as much blood going into the area as possible. Yeah. So I will do like 2 or 3 more sets of those, then stretch just a little bit, maybe pause after that. I'll pause a little bit and do some vacuum for my abs a little bit. I don't know how much more my wife will be here to film because Johanna is sick and she is starting to sound.
And I will come back for the posing and the other stuff. But you have to finish your training session without me and without those guys.
Yeah. And if you want to see more of us, search our OnlyFans and like, subscribe and comment.
We don't have OnlyFans.
So here I'm stretched. I will do some vacuum training and I work my breathing while I do my vacuum training. So I take an inhale, push my belly out, tilt my pelvic, then I exhale, bring it back and crunching my core, then I do the vacuum. Or I do that 3 times. On the 3rd exhale, after the 3rd exhale, I'm pulling my belly in and trying to do the vacuum pose. I do that a couple of times, then I take a rest and I do 5 rounds of that. Usually I try to. It depends on how much time I have. And I use the mirror to see that I'm moving in the right way. So my pelvic moves, my belly goes out, my belly goes in, crunching. And then I do the vacuum. So that is 1 round and I do 5 of those. So I try to do that after each session, and then 1 time per week I'm training my muscles with hanging leg raises, rotational work with a kettlebell and some crunches.